up on Cold Amenta.
Okay.
There you go. Now, Sage is an important kind of aspect on this map in particular. I'm glad that Des touched on this because she can be both kind of the tip of the spear, or she can be the one that's like the insurance policy, right? If you want to get proactive on the defense, if you want to kind of box off and fight for any early territory control, she's able to shut off a completely separate lane, right? Or be the one to engage that with the slow orb. And that kind of that peel and that self-sustain available makes that first engagement a little easier to recover from if it doesn't go your way, right?
Frenzy's out for the boys. Other Frenzy Sky. Mixwell gonna be at least forced away from the corner initially, but no one there to move past it. And utility well and truly in play this time. Here come the flashes. One sent back on the other side, and it's worked well, but not well enough to deny the kill coming through. And it's a 2-for-1 trade out. Acend win that fight, and the spike will be planted now of over. You're dead.
Oh no.
Bone Cold happily waited patiently. And now Nookie and Cold Amenta. This is a tough retake, a 2v4 here.
Yes, indeed. Get a little bit of a heal just to get back to up to 100 HP. Bone Cold still got the molly, still got one smoke that's actually just been invested here. He's actually going to set a lineup here. And Nookie will find the freest kill we'll probably see this map. Elsewhere, Acend will reaggress and picks up the final 2 kills. And closes off a fairly comfortable pistol round again. The other thing to consider really with this composition with the Viper and the Sage as well, lots more stall available. We see that snake bite invested immediately here. It's actually unfortunate. I mean, Mixwell peeks out at just the right moment. I think a partial flash on 2 of those Acend players, but able to get the better of them in the end.
Thinking about where the flash could have gone, it was probably just behind them, but even then, I think, you know, Mixwell definitely had the chance to. Just that right click is be punishing when you miss it. You just sat there like a lemon for a while. Flash in, gonna catch 2. Stocks are really nice, and I like intention behind flashes. I feel as though some teams, that one just gonna eat it, but still just fine. Clear's close, but I like players playing with intention behind utility. Yes, you do get those flashes back. These days, they were aware that Mixwell pushed through. They were already keeping that in the mind. You saw the kind of clear through as well. They were trying to make sure he wasn't lingering around. And it'll be Zeke to probably close down on Avova and Cold Amenta. If that doesn't happen, we'll come back to topic. But I like seeing people utilize these flashes. I like people actually playing with intention. There's nothing worse than sitting there going, yep, flash 2. Yep, can't do anything about it. Cold Amenta. Oh, the timing on Bone Cold there could have been a problem, but actually it's Cold Amenta still powering forward and Stark. So
lots of damage done.
Puts him in the coffin. You're right. It is a fair crack of damage. 2 of the Spectres get maintained over, but that's about it.
Come to see actually if that becomes a factor in this next round at all, because obviously early round momentum wise, Acend synonymous with getting that operator online, and here obviously we've seen it on the Sage. Again, it's not out of the realms of possibility, but expect him not to lean on it as heavily as we traditionally see elsewhere.
Time to mobilize my pack.
The thing is, just coming back to this composition change again, buy round wise for G2, I want to see them really embrace this fight with territory control and make use of the Sage pick, honestly. Again, with the Sova, you've got a couple of fact finders. The Sky potentially replaces that, but they've got to find value from it in the early round. And it's here a good example of Acend just paying no respect to that possibility. Themselves up towards Garden. It's drawn a rotation as well, Lauren.
It has, and they're going to note that. I mean, you've seen Mixwell now. That's going to ring a couple of bells in the head going, wait, he's always on B. This reaggress, though, is very interesting. A pop flash could do danger. Is it a dry peek? You're dry peeking that, and you get away with it. That's just filth. You are a Sky with a flash and a free one now, and you just dry peek it like absolute animals. But it's punished you. Unbelievable stuff. It works out. Credit to them for making it work. The timing just gorgeous. But now a 2v2. Let's look at what we've got here. So, interesting positioning. Bit of a weird one. Nookie on one side, Mixwell on the other. Spike in the hands of Acend. Now he's over towards B. Managed to find those 2. They did note that Mixwell was here earlier. That is something that is unquestionable.
30 seconds left.
Nookie a little less noted, and Killer is now joining over. But
this could be really awkward.
The timing on this, who gets it? It's gonna be Killers. There it is. There's the timing. And there it was, slipping away from Mixwell. And now the TP could come through. There it is. Killers hears it, pops down. A little bit more of a time buyer, and even the wall to boot. Wait, Nookie?
What?
Huh?
Are
we checking him PC?
can't really fault the observers for missing that one. You wouldn't expect
That
the
should have
kill to
happened.
come
Should
through
not
there.
have happened. And Nuki's feeling it. Look, the clutch master himself, 18 HP though. CNED, he's down low as well, 26 for CNED, and this is just gun out battle now. But there's the boombot kind of revealing location. But CNED's played this well. He's threaded in towards the site. The timing, Nuki can't find it,
No
and
way.
it's CNED just running rings around him, looking calm and collected under pressure. And once again, this goes against the odds. I don't know how Nuki got that kill, for starters. I actually don't know. Unless the wall was a bit dodgy or... it was a wall bang, so I couldn't tell you. But, I mean, Nuki clutches out more often than he doesn't, it feels like.
at it here.
One enemy remaining.
That's on site, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He wallbangs site.
Sure. Why
Big
not?
brain.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's the thing, right? You can't write him out of any scenario.
No.
The death leaned on the devil. Some crazy stats in terms of clutch rounds for Nuki. So now back down on an awkward purchase. Sheriffs across the board here. Kellogg's actually getting a little bit aggressive. Ain't gonna get punished for it.
Home cold so gets it. A flying Zeke does make appearance towards site, and this is a walkthrough now. Have I told you about the one? I'm not even gonna commit that hard to it. My heart wasn't in it. And this is looking a little bit rinse and repeat like we had on Icebox here. I'm getting a bit worried, Hypoc. And again, this is... I need to see that big elevation from G2. And this is still early days for this roster in this current kind of, I guess, form, right? We haven't seen them play too much. They've looked wonderful. They've made the right adjustment to get to this point in comparison to where they got to before. There's no doubt about it. But at this point, I have to then also look at it and go, okay, well, what depth do they have here? You know, what's their longevity like right now? What's gonna be the hard hit point? And it looks like no. And I mean, that's pretty respectable. They're in a great position. They've done brilliantly. And I mean, welcome to being basically the rest of EU right now that Acend are probably trending towards that top position.
Absolutely agree. Go here. Stars are just gonna stomp up again, draw out a little more utility, and again, the key pieces we look for are the slows on the side of Cold Mentor, the snake bites on the side of Mixwell to slow things down, because Acend already setting the tempo for this map, and it's been fast and furious to say the least. Okay. Warren's short, and actually will trade out headshots, but T-Let's full. CNED immediately going to get back on his feet. The nade actually might reconfirm that kill, but just damage through there. Okay. CNED nearly let that one slip through his fingers, but Nuki falls, and that's the green light.
Yeah, high flash, not so subtle. Wall goes in. Coldamenta gets his noggin knocked off the shoulders. Bone cold. All too aware, no subtlety to it. That's going to deny it, though. Can he get out of there in time? What? And Killers and Zeke still got the punish on too?
Oh, no. They're retreating from the orbital strike as well. Vova, the last man standing here, already getting spammed up. And Bone Cold going to seal the deal with the Spectre. That's the thing, man. It's like Acend just... They have fantastic executes. You know, structure-wise, it always looks very good the way they build around such a powerful player like CNED. And then there's times where it's just like, okay, yeah, no, G2 have played as well. Like the orbital strike, you know, to deny it. The pinch comes through from Lamps. And Ascend is like, no, we're still going to get these 2 kills. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I just can't believe it.
We're not going to retreat.
They're just so aware. So aware. Like, watching that back, it just... unreal, isn't it, really? And this is the one thing I want to highlight, right? That as much as people meme out a little bit and whatever, you know, oh, CNED only good with the op. You kidding me? Have you seen this? He's just, you know, rifling away like he's, you know, a bit of a mainstay on the Sage at this point. He looks comfy. Doesn't look too fussed. It's early days. Could change. I mean, he's an all-rounder, which I think is an incredibly valuable skill and something that, you know, I think I was watching... Who was it? I think it might have been like MBK, but he's like, I want to learn as many of these agents as I can because I feel like you can't just get away with being a one-trick pony anymore, even at any skill level. You've got to be able to bring everything. It makes sense. I mean, I love watching CNED show some variety here and still be just as much of a threat.
That's the thing, right? It's been the discussion as old as time in terms of Valorant is when or if Jet would ever drop out of viability, right? and being versatile and being able to switch up and I think still lead the scoreboard, at least numbers wise. Nearly.
Almost at him. 5 HP there. Now. Zeke working on through. Still those Brimmy Boy smokes. Buying a bit of time for rotations, but keep in mind they are on. What round is this, Hypoc? It's a Shiko. It's a Shiko, and it's not gone too badly for Kellogg's.
Shiko's been shut down.
Shiko spam in the chat.
I have to get a Shiko emote, actually. A Shiko emote would bang.
You should.
That would bang.
What would be in it?
Ooh.
Well, we'll have a think. We'll you know, storyboard it out. We'll have a little, you know, play around. But a 2v3 with sheriffs in a Shiko, ults aplenty, could come through. Now, sadly, Nuki's been removed, so it is just Cold Dementor now. There was a little bit of a chance and it's waning.
Sky kill.
Shot and a half from Cold Dementor. Oh, dearie
The
me.
Molly comes ahead of the wall.
Oh, he's so good. Don't know what he can do about this, though. I think he knows it. Yeah, what a great attempt from Cold Dementor, but obviously credit to Bone Cold to play the time just perfectly, but great try.
I love that. Literally just like split second, the Molly gets ahead of the wall. It's like, well, okay, yeah.
Yep.
I tried. An attempt was made.
Yeah, CNED 9-2.
And again, that's the other discussion, right? I brought this up the other day with people still saying Acend are one-dimensional and particularly talking about CNED being this one trick. I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, flex onto another agent, you're still finding these favorable engagements. And I think actually still previously versus FBX, he was still leading in First Bloods, right? In terms of opening engagements on the Sage. So say what you like. The man's a talent no matter what agent he's on. No matter what weapon he's using.
It's variety aplenty. And I mean, if you're ignoring the fact of the talent, oh god. Snooki. Just one and done. But that one was CNED, so let's see what Acend do without him now. Mixwell, Avova, Kellogg's. Make it just Avova and Mixwell. Kellogg's got caught up, but Starkso backside. I mean, look at this. With everything considered, Avova position now noted, Zeke just flings his body into it. It's like, well, look, I'll find him. I'll let you know where he is, don't worry. Alt 2 away, plenty of view till left, but same can be said on the other side, and the timing is perfect for Killers. Again, so aware of everything. This is the perfect way to play.
It is.
And I have to highlight this. This isn't an easy game, by any account. Like, they are making G2 look like they don't have firepower. I would have argued these two teams have some of the most firepower in EU.
And also, I mean, elements of things like this, right? Completely blind goes in, it screams being rattled, right? Already. When you lose out some of these rounds where, again, on the back of nothing, you're willing to just throw a showstopper down short and hope for the best. I mean, it didn't look well considered. There wasn't anything built around that. You're right, this is a Shiko.
3 and up is the rule.
3 and up, okay.
That goes. Zeke, though, space taken. You post it. Cold Dementor, run, boy, run. I mean, Cold Dementor's great with the Sheriff, too. You kind of want him on it. Kellogg's with a nice close flash. Bone Cold knows it's coming. Dips away, but Mixwell on the way. And Shiko not getting off to the perfect start. Gogo coming in, or the Tasmanian Tiger.
Tiger trinket.
We're having this discussion, actually, and while the Shiko is wrapped up here, because I don't think they're going to get much more from this, considering both positions are very much noted. Zeke got him with a bloody classic. Oh, there it is. Nicely done. 5 alive. Everything you want. Tick in the box. We're discussing either just calling it a flash or what are they called again? Like
guiding lights.
Guiding light. I can't. I play Sky. I main Sky, and I don't even know what they're called.
Try a round where you say guiding lights instead of flashes.
It would make me feel unwell.
He guiding lit his way out of hooker. He guided.
Boy. But also, let's put this into context, because I do want to highlight how well this end are playing right now to put G2 in this position. G2 won. Just got past Guild 3-2. They beat FPX to get here. They beat Fnatic to get here. Some of the big boys, right? This wasn't like they had an easy bracket run. No. This was genuinely a great run from G2. And at the moment, Acend are making them look readable. Like the book has been left open,
Yeah.
you know, on the side of the
Wide
table.
open.
Like every page is just, you know, free for use. It's casual to them.
I've got your
Go on the
trail
rotation.
there.
Perfect here. Seeker's invested. Give the information of exactly where Evova's hiding and that he's the last man on A site.
Beacon here.
Smoked off as well. Coleman's actually going to get Nuki back
Nice.
up. And the counter Seeker's
Oh,
invested.
the molly bonking against the wall. Can't even do anything with it.
Open up the sky.
See what this ult does, though. Anything? I mean, gets Starkso down. That's good. That removes at least the threat on Evova's back. Viper ult popped. Smoke goes in. Next layer of this defensive post plant. Fundamental trying to clear through. Great isolation towards Bone Cold, but a better trade for Zeke. And now looking at what remains a 3v3, but the three are in good position. Cena trying to worm his way around to a really interesting spot here. Trying to dodge the mad amount of utility. Yeah, look at this. And now just Evover. Yeah, it will be Evover to go down last for G2, but down nonetheless. Again, 9 in a row. I can't tell you a fake story here, folks. This is just Acend striding through this. This is them playing exceedingly well, but got to say it's not a great game to watch in certain ways. Mixwell's not even got a frag yet. G2
Striding.
look out of the depth.
I would argue strolling, coasting.
Yeah.
Even there where G2 are like, okay, guys, let's throw a couple of things at this round, try and turn it back in our favor. Orbital strike to find Starzo. The revive comes through on Nuki 10 seconds after the plant. The Viper's Pit in response. Ascend at this point, they just have everything necessary to stop any attempt G2 even make to come back into these rounds.
Someone not pressed the right button. There we go. Hit the button. I don't know.
This is brutal. This is brutal to watch, Lauren.
It is. It's hard. As I said, there's no point sugarcoating pills. Don't need to lie to you guys at home. There's, you know, might as well. It's hard to cast a game like this because G2 have so little available to them as it stands. I'd love to have seen a tactical timeout. I'd love to have seen a little bit more approach to this, but maybe this is their limit. Maybe they don't have that next step to go to yet. And that's okay. They're still relatively early on in their kind of, I guess, progress, but Bone Cold perfectly exploiting the timing of when they'd want to hit those rotations as the spike goes down. Now, this should be a kill. It is. Coldamenta will get himself a rifle. But again, Ascend are playing a perfect approach to this, and it's gorgeous to watch. But without the fight back, without the adaptation, without that next level coming out from G2, that's all it's gonna be at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Over now.
Enemy down.
Behind the wall on short, we'll find Killis. Comes in. Coldamenta will actually find another one as well. And Starzo falls here. Zeke, last man standing, but I think a little too late in the day. Oh, that's it. The molly's perfect. He can't even swing round to fire off the showstopper. I mean, you can't help but laugh. I mean, yes, they get the round win. It's a little unorthodox. I think victims of complacency on the side of Ascend there.
Yes.
G2 on the board. Let's go.
There we go.
Let's
Here
go.
we go. All right, it's comeback time. We're going to cast it like it's the, I don't know, Reykjavik
All right,
finals.
I'm sitting up.
All right, shake it off.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Precision.
Shouldn't use that line. Yeah, gorgeous. Right, back into this. The buy is not ideal. Kellogg's going to be down to just the Sheriff, but beyond that, okay, Guardian out for Mixwell. Mixwell's been having a tough time, but it's still time for a turnaround. Money in a good position here for Ascend, but a little bit of a quick play towards B. The double stack towards Long. It looks like CNED's got an idea. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It couldn't be easier for CNED. Just posted up. Mixwell's been noted too. He's nothing to do with this. The quick flash through could work out, but are they predicting a stack? They seem aware that maybe there was someone, but there's already a player on the site. They already have control. They have B to themselves. And Killis was barely out of spawn with the spike. He's like, oh, I guess I'll come over then. Nice one, boys.
Do I have to? Do I have to come plant? Can we not just...
Just go get kills.
Yeah. That take on's along with beautiful. And again, it's after showing a little bit of presence, a couple of rounds, G2 decide to stack two up there. The slow orb is absolute perfection. Oh, we'll actually get back onto Keyless there, but Starzo.
Nice.
Contingency in place. Gets traded out. Coldamenta, last man standing. Now CNED will clean up for his third on the round. And that right there, again, Ascend just strike back. While the iron is top, they dropped the round, and now they're just like, well, okay, we'll reset your economy if you want to.
Oh,
if you want to come into the last two, yeah. I was... kind of got my hand up, just covering a certain section of the right side of my screen. Just
Yeah. Oh, bless him. And look, here's the thing. That's again, Mixwell's a sick player. Probably one of the best we have. But sometimes you just get bodied. Nothing goes right for you. You're just getting absolutely banged out, and it happens. But I don't think Mixwell's someone who's going to sit there and take that to heart, particularly. I think he'll bound back when he needs to.
Again.
3 play stack towards long. There we go. Bring over Coldamenta, but see that?
Yep, okay,
Oh,
well.
dearie me. He's only managed to find 2 of them. He's like, you thought you'd bring backup, did you? Yeah, no, ult me. Yeah. There you go, finally. Finally, you can take me down. It took 3 of you and an ultimate. And it's still a 3v2. Acend have the player up. Mixwell under pressure here. Oh, he's got him. He's got 1. But it's all effective trades with the man advantage.
move over now. Hightails it back towards A site. Spike going to make its way through showers. Nearly, actually.
Smoke's down.
To here, and you can see, actually, no smokes available for Bone Cold. Both of them invested here. Found triple. Actually, the swing from Avova. Nope. Bone Cold in position to greet it. 11-1.
Switching sides.
I mean, at this point, we can't even talk about, get the pistol round, get round 2, sure. I mean, you can have them.
It's time for the comeback.
You can have them if you want.
No, we sell this. I want your best pitch of the comeback right now. Right now.
Sorry, you want me to sell the comeback?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the flat and boring guy. You're the one that hypes things up. You're the one that the people get on board with the energy. I'm calling it as I see it. G2
Right.
have to move mountains to get back into this game. Acend now just have everything in their favor. Momentum, the psychological warfare, the mind games, everything. Sell it to me, Lauren.
It's where legends happen, right? Where were you when it was 11-1 on the half? Everyone doubted G2. Hypoc, he's out of the building. CNED fell off. The wall gives them a little bit of a funnel in. If anything,
love that.
encouraging G2's next step. Don't worry about it. G2 have this up the sleeve. CNED did find Kellogg's, but don't worry. It was what happened next that really changed how the game went. As it stands, this is a really weird side take, and it literally cannot... Wait, look at this angle from CNED. It's so
wall.
nasty.
I was just about to comment on this wall being like a little offset from Garden, but it allows him to hop on and off because of the wood. And again, now they can set up a closer crossfire between Zeke and Starzo. What a
Not over
cheeky
yet,
little
though.
pistol round.
It's not over yet. The flash confirms there's still players here. The second one, he might go off. Yeah, he does. Turns it, goes in.
Oh my
Starkso.
word.
It's the perfect play
One
on Sky,
enemy
and now
remaining.
it's down into Mixwell's hands, but he needs redemption. This could be the start of it. As a 1v1 to find, he
30 seconds
just
left.
adjusts in time. It's not pretty, but he'll take it. Gonna take that gun too. No, doesn't happen. Killer's found him. I was ready to sell you it. I really was. I was all on board. You got the
Match
pistol. I was gonna
point.
full commit for you.
Yeah.
The 12-1. I'm off the train.
It's just so decisive from a set. The wall goes up. G2, they almost just freeze, right? They're like, what is this wall? What do we do to get past it? The paint shell comes through from Zeke.
One
That
enemy
stalls out
remaining.
another couple of seconds. And then it's like, they're 3 or 4 stuck in Garden. And they're literally just sat there waiting for Acend to give something away. They're like, please peek us so that
Yep.
we can potentially find a kill. It's the most excruciating 15 seconds to watch.
Horrible, isn't it? Just frozen in place, frozen in fear. But Nookie finding a way forward. CNED's gone down. Acend now going to be called to respond. But one call. Can he get dug out of his position? Oh yeah, he can. Nookie's just got him. And speaking of, I feel like I hadn't said Nookie's name in a minute. This is looking like Steel last night. Ready to go. Oh gosh, this is...
Everything
Not
flying
what I
out of that smoke.
Yeah, it's just like that smoke didn't seem very friendly. Coordamenta though, I like these re-aggressing on this, and Kellogg's did find killers.
Player standing.
Just one now remains. Starkso done with.
Okay.
There it is. 2 on the
Okay.
board for G2.
All right. Just need to do that again 10 times. Right? I guess. I mean... It's going to be so difficult. Again, comebacks in Valorant with just the momentum and...
Oh, Hypoc. I've realised something.
Okay, what
This
have
is
you
great.
just...
Now,
Go
the
on.
one thing about G2, right? Some of the bangers they come out with. Like, I like it when G2 win, but when they lose, the memes are great. So keep eyes on the Twitters afterwards, because you've got a 12-2 potential on your hands here. This could be good. Okay, so TP locked off. G2 on route, and the 3-play stack towards long. Kind of a weird switch up here. Mixwell blind is a bad, but still fine. Stoxo, what? Stoxo just got 2 out of that, and now maybe gets a...